Hey guys, Chef Hawks here again. So I want to introduce to you one of our newest pieces of equipment that we just got in fairly recently. And so this setup here has a convection oven underneath. It has a fan in there to have very even baking. Up on top we have a nice range with 4 great eyes that really give us some power. And then over on the right here we have a griddle. So this griddle hasn't been used yet, but we need to prep it first. It's actually very much like our carbon steel frying pans and skillets. When we use those, and before we use those, we have to prep them so that they're ready, so they have an actual non-stick coating that we create on them. This also will ensure that this bare steel will not rust and corrode, and that's something we have to work against just to make sure that this whole setup lasts us for years and years. So let's get going on how we work this. We have thousands of dollars currently invested in this whole piece of equipment. And so in order for the factory to make sure that it reached us in peak performance and ready to go, they actually coated this griddle with a grease. This means that way, because it's a raw steel product, it would reach us without any corrosion starting. And that's definitely something we want to avoid for the life of this. If it does corrode, we can bring it back, but it takes an awful lot of work to get it there. But what's preferable is for us to treat it and start it off in the right way, and then to continue to treat it throughout its life so it will last for a long, long time. First thing we need to do, we need to use a fairly heavy solution. And what we have in here is a high concentration of detergent, regular dish detergent that you would normally use on your pots and pans or dishes. But we're using a fairly high concentration so it will take this grease layer off. So we've got to be thorough to get that off and then dry it immediately. We can now start going over this and drawing this off. This has a hole right here which it goes straight down to a chute, so we can actually collect any of this residue that comes off. But now we want to really kind of squeegee it all off. Let's take a look and see the glorious steel that's underneath here. Now if you still have some of that wax coating left after you do this first go round, I can see a little up here, a little down the sides here. So just go over it again, make sure it's all off. Wow, looks fantastic. It will never look like this again. Maybe take a picture of it so it'll last. But we're about to start treating this so that now we're actually going to start building up a polymerized layer of oil on this, just like we would with our carbon steel pan. We're ready to get started on our coating now. So I have some oil here. This is a vegetable oil. It has a high smoke temperature, and that's what you really want with this. We're going to bring this up to a very high temperature, and we want this to be able to start polymerizing to create a non-stick surface on this griddle, but we wanted to do it without it getting sticky, which some low smoke oils, those ones tend to start getting sticky, and obviously we can risk actually having a fire issue as well. We want to be able to bring this up to a very high temperature. So we're going to liberally sprinkle the oil across this skillet here, across the griddle, and I'm going to make sure that I evenly spread it across the whole surface area. And as you see in here, there are lots of grains to this, lots of grooves where it's been created. That's so that it will actually aid with the release of the food once it's on here. But this is what's really going to help to maintain the steel, the raw steel, and to also make sure that it will give us that non-stick coating that we're looking for. Now that it's got a good even layer all over this, we're going to go ahead and fire this up on full, so that way it can really start heating this up. We're going to take it up to where it's going to start smoking. Once it's finished and hit that kind of temperature, that's when we can go ahead and turn it off and we're going to pull off any excess oil at that stage. As you can see now, we're starting to get this gorgeous golden color start to build up on here. And so with the excess oil that's in here, we're going to want to squeegee that off. What we'll do, we're going to let this cool completely down, then we'll apply another layer of oil, and then we're going to go through the same cycle again. We're going to do that 4 times just to make sure we get a good layer building up on here. Alright, perfect. It's all ready to go now. Ready for us to be able to cook up all sorts of breakfast items and just a huge array of other things as well. So this has a nice non-stick coat to it now. I finished up by just giving one last coating of oil. And so from now on, we will never again use any soap on this. We'll only use at most water to go over it, but generally just scraping it back. There are a couple of other things that you can do if you're going from maybe making something that has more flavor in it, like meats, going over to things like pancakes. There are some other things that you can do to treat this as well. But in general, we always make sure we keep this nicely oiled up, so that way it will maintain that surface and it should last for many, many years and never corrode. That's the biggest thing we want to avoid. It's really a similar kind of setting to setting up when we're working on some cast iron pans or some carbon steel pans. It's the same type of treatment. We're looking to try and get that set up and seasoned first. So here we go.